Check 1, 2.
All right, looks like we're going here. I'm trying to figure out what the hell.
Oh, I didn't leave that on, did I?
Come on.
Why does it do that? All right. Oh. There we go. Gotta make sure we do original sound. All right. Is the stream's good, right?
Stream is going, yeah.
I got that same exact cat piano for my daughter when she was like 2. 8 years ago. The exact same one.
Huh. And now some weird guy's playing music on it on the internet. Imagine that. All right. I'm ready to do a show. You ready to do a show?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right. Oh. Is that something I need to pay attention to?
I don't know. Oh, no,
that was
no.
just
That's
the
just,
YouTube link.
that's
I think.
the link, yeah.
This week on the Media Virus Podcast, in a heartwarming story that highlights honesty is the best policy, a Florida truck driver admits to smoking his meth pipe after colliding with a grocery store. Get ready to Winnie the Pooh your pants with a horror-themed retelling of the children's classic. Remember the NYPD cop that got in trouble for giving the boss a lap dance? Yeah, well, she's drunk in New Jersey now. All this and a return of cold read theater on this 82nd episode of the Media Virus Podcast. It's the Media Virus Podcast. Let's point and laugh at the world burning around us. With executive producer Mike Latoris. We'll do an intro, we'll do an outro, and then do our wrap. BBC correspondent Stanley McFadden.
Makes me tingly in an unfamiliar way.
And the Scorpion Goddess.
I'm a Scorpio with secretive. I just don't say a lot of shit.
And now, spreading the sage nihilism of an aged Gen Xer, your host and mine, the star of our show, the incomparable Maddie Rockdeath.
I had no, but I was, I kind of wanted to, and I whoa.
That's new. Hot damn, do we have a show for you people this week? I'm Maddie Rockdeath. This is the Media Virus Podcast. I want to encourage everyone watching and listening to like, follow, subscribe, and share. Share us with friends, family, work colleagues, people on the bus, your strangers, your Uber driver. Put us on in nursing homes and coma wards, department stores. Paint a banner and hang it over an overpass. It's the least you could do for us. For Christ's sake, every week we come here, we give you hour and a half. How long is the fucking show? We give it to you. We give 3 shows on Spotify, 1 on YouTube, and you won't even tattoo a logo on your face. And you call us a fan of the show? You call yourself a fan? All right. Well, now that we've gotten that little piece of housekeeping out of the way, let me introduce the executive producer of the show, the Reverend and Professor Mike Latoris.
Good evening, everybody. How you doing tonight, Matt?
I'm doing all right, man. What's coming up on the show again?
We have, like you always say, a fucking show for you. We're going to do the top three, which we'll get to momentarily. And then coming up in B block, we've got Just the Tips with Stanley Dr. Dre McFadden. We've got Tipsy Tarot with Juliet Everett. And then we're going to move on to the C block, where the infection team will be reinvented as the Cold Read Players to resurrect the Cold Read Theater.
That's right. That's we're all very excited about the return of Cold Read Theater. Juliet has not had this experience yet. Juliet, how are you today?
I'm excited to do the cold read.
It is exciting. It's exciting to be a part of. And we're glad you're here. We do, however, have one missing piece. We hope that he is able to, join us soon.
The big piece.
Yeah, kind of an important part of this what we do. But what's up first there, Mike?
Well, honesty is usually the best policy, and we had an honest truck driver. He said, I was smoking my meth pipe. Florida man totals tractor trailer during delivery to Publix shopping center. In Haines City, Florida, a tractor trailer delivery driver is facing possession of methamphetamine charges after crashing into the back of a Publix shopping center in Haines City on Thursday afternoon. Michael Calvo, 51, of Cape Coral, was making a delivery in the back of the shopping center when his truck tore an awning off the building and hit an unoccupied pickup truck, pushing it for about 200 feet. Officers say both vehicles were totaled. When an officer approached Calvo following the crash, he stated that he thought he was being pranked by a television show and did not immediately come out of the 53-foot tractor. Police say Calvo's erratic behavior caused a commotion in the shopping center, with many employees and customers showing up to see what was happening. After a few minutes, the officer was able to remove Calvo from the truck and asked if he had fallen asleep, been drinking, or was experiencing a medical emergency, according to Haines City Police Department. The officer says Calvo responded by saying, I was smoking my meth pipe.
He was given three options.
Yeah.
I muted to check the sound on the YouTube and then forgot and had been screaming for 2 minutes. But he was given three other options. He's like, hey, did you pass out? It's like a medical emergency. Dude. Yeah, I had a medical emergency.
That's it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, dude, my heart's racing. I gotta go to the emergency room, man. That's what I would have done.
We appreciate Mr. Calvo's honest response to the officer's question, said Haines City Deputy Police Chief Lloyd Stewart. But using meth is illegal and could have cost someone their life. Calvo was arrested and charged with possession of methamphetamine, disorderly conduct, resisting arrest without violence, and possession of narcotics paraphernalia.
How do you know resisting arrest without violence?
That's because he wouldn't come out of the truck.
Right? Would you? He's all methed up, dude.
No,
he's all methed up. He just hit a Publix in a truck. You think he wants to open the fucking door?
I mean, and the fact that this all started with a Florida man.
Yeah, thanks, Florida.
Some shit is always going on over there.
No, I thought that story was terrific. That warned when I read that, I was like, man, he just fessed up to it. That's the best part.
At least he has morals, he does his meth, but he still has some kind of morals in him.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, was one of these multiple choice options wrong with you? Nope, smoking my meth pipe.
No, I was smoking meth. What do you think I was doing? I mean, come on, man.
You got me, man. I was smoking the meth pipe.
Well,
Hitting the blue stuff.
I don't know. When the cop gives you options, you take them. I don't get it. Anyway,
I was sucking the glass dick, officer.
So you're telling me it's illegal to smoke methamphetamines while operating How much does a tractor trailer weigh?
Typically, a regular old box, they run about 80,000 pounds loaded down.
I mean, I know he's got a lot of driving to do. Like you got to stay awake somehow.
40 tons, baby. Yeah, you don't want to fall asleep with 40 tons behind.
You don't want to fall asleep, but meth might not be smoking meth might not be the answer.
No.
I'm sure there's other ways you can do meth.
You do a little key bump, keep you going for a day or two.
I got you. Yeah, but smoking it, that's like driving it right in. Like that's
Yes, you smoke it or you shoot it. That's when you start getting the funny teeth and looking bad. You've ever traveled to the West? That's what all the anti-drug commercials are out there. They have pictures of people 2 years ago, and then pictures of people that got arrested last week on meth, and it's scary.
Oh, dude. Well, so is heroin. Heroin's pretty terrifying too.
They do a lot of meth out in like Arizona and Nevada. Because when I moved out there, I was like, why do people's faces look like that? Because I was picking at it from all the meth that they
Crank.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Crazy.
I worked at a spot, and it was contractors, and one of the last guy to work in the shop and to have my position sold meth, and his name was Matthew. His name was Matt. So
The meth guy.
one of the contractors I figured, I got the job. My name is Matt. Maybe I smell meth. So he asked me if I sold meth. I was like, no, I've never done meth. I don't even know what meth looks like. And then he tried to not sell me meth, but sell me on meth. He's like, no, it's great. No, he's like, oh, it's great. You got to try it. I'm like,
Oh God.
You know what? Maybe I won't.
Well, it really depends on, again, how you're going to do it. Once you get into shooting it and smoking it, it's bad scene.
But I did go down an opioid hole in that spot, so I was able to come across opioids pretty easily.
Yeah. I mean,
that was a fun time.
That's the other way. So when you're coming off of the meth, there's this thing called amphetamine psychosis, and that's kind of when you've been awake for a week and a half or 2 weeks, and you've got to come down just to get some sleep because your body can't function without sleep.
Yeah. Well,
your brain starts to get a little wonky, so you've got to come down. So there's this point where you're coming down and you really want to go back up. That's when you need the opioids to take a nap.
Right. I think the lesson in this is to really make sure that the emergency brake is engaged and the truck is out of gear before you smoke meth.
Or not smoke meth.
You're not.
I'm going with Mike.
We've got to be realistic about this. The truck drivers in Florida. Okay. We just please engage your emergency brake. All right. Or some cop. Don't do it in New Jersey. Don't smoke your meth pipe in New Jersey. No. Am I skipping a story? That's
okay. We can come back.
All right.
No, because the New York City cop that we talked about a while back might come and try to take it away from you, but not because she's going to arrest you. NYPD cop suspended for drunkenly pushing New Jersey police to drop her cousin's DUI. An NYPD officer was suspended without. How do I make this go away? There. An NYPD officer was suspended without pay for showing up drunk to a New Jersey State Police barracks and trying to intervene on her cousin's drunk driving arrest, according to internal NYPD documents obtained by the New York Post. Vera Mercouli, 27, showed up barefoot and smelling of liquor at the barracks in Totowa? T-O-T-O?
Yeah, Totowa.
Totowa. The barracks in Totowa. There, she identified herself as NYPD and demanded to speak with the officer who arrested her cousin, according to an NYPD report. The troopers told her they needed to follow procedure as she continued to rant about her cousin's arrest, according to these documents. After the incident, the frazzled cops reported McCooley's conduct to NYPD's Internal Affairs Bureau. The report indicates body camera footage corroborated their complaint. The NYPD suspended McCooley without pay, though officials would not specify for how long. This isn't McCooley's first salacious scandal. In December of 2021, we did a story, and of the video of her giving her lieutenant, Nick McGarry, a lap dance that ended up with her boss's transfer. So that wasn't enough for her, getting off easy there, because I don't think she was actually censured in that incident. But
No, just her boss was.
Just
She
her
got somebody
boss.
else in trouble. But now she might get suspended with pay.
well, she might lose her job. She was all drunked up and barefoot, screaming about how she's a cop. You gotta let my cousin out on their DUI. I mean, that's kind of not cool.
I mean, that might be
That's
like
a
a
great
7-day
way to
suspension.
get somebody to take you serious.
Yeah.
She sounds
Show
like
up
a
drunk
hot
and
ass
barefoot?
mess. Yeah, drunk and barefoot and screaming at the top of your lungs, I'm a cop. You need to listen to me. Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Well, now Joliet's penny. Ooh, my wife just came back, and I'm wondering if she has something for me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she brought snacks and she's gonna get naked. Not on camera.
Well, she might not get naked because
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you.
hold on tight. It's naked snack time at the Rockstep residence.
What snacks does she have for this time for you?
Rita's water ice.
Ah, what a nice lady.
Yep, sugar free.
So
Keep away the diabetes.
while
That's
you
right.
enjoy that, I can tell you about Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It's a nightmare reimagining of the beloved bear, a horror retelling of the famous legend of Winnie the Pooh. Oh, bother, Winnie the Pooh just got real dark. A new horror film, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, reimagines the beloved children's book character as a serial killer, not exactly a cozy bedtime story. The indie horror title is currently in production by director Reese Frake Waterfield.
Thanks, baby.
Quite a staggering directorial debut, if you ask me. The cast includes Craig David Dowsett as Winnie and Chris Cordell as Piglet. Other characters include Caged Man and Mauled Woman, just to give you an idea of where they're going with this. The film is being made by London-based Jagged Edge Productions, which also made The Curse of Humpty Dumpty and The Legend of Jack and Jill. So it seems
I didn't even know about those.
So it seems they've got form for putting a bloody take on childhood stories.
I'm about it. I'm all about fuck your childhood. This is great. And I'm excited. The Curse of Humpty Dumpty.
That's what it said. Yeah.
That sounds like an incredible movie. And then what is it, Jack and Jill?
The Legend of Jack and Jill.
Oh, Jack and Jill went up the hill, each with $1.25.
Jill came with $2.50.
Hey.
But how are they able to make a Winnie the Pooh movie? Winnie the Pooh is almost synonymous with Disney at this point after the studio turned A.A. Milne's classic children's books into a collection of movies and with the recent Christopher Robin film. Until now, Disney had exclusive rights to the character, but Milne's work entered public domain earlier this year, meaning that anyone can now adapt those classic characters as they see fit. We just weren't expecting it to go quite so dark, quite so quickly. At the moment, details are scarce about the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movie, and with no official synopsis just yet, we really don't know what the film is about. However, from a batch of images, it looks as though Winnie and Piglet will be killers wearing these masks.
That's genius.
The film's IMDb page states that it's a horror retelling of the famous legend of Winnie the Pooh. Whatever it turns out to be, it's definitely one to keep your eye on. After all, it's not every day you see Winnie the Pooh with a hammer.
Since it is public domain, what we could do is make our own short Winnie the Pooh pornos.
Yes,
Like
that's
have
true.
him bang an Eeyore.
Uh-huh.
Dude, Piglet and the Owl at 69. Rabbit's definitely gay,
You think?
right? I think Rabbit's gay.
Oh, bother.
I'm getting fucked again.
Why won't anybody fuck him or?
Oh man, that's some people just have sick heads. But I mean, okay, it's not really. It's
on a
not
Winnie
really.
the Pooh voice.
Oh, bother. For
Yeah,
the
man.
longest time, I would read Winnie the Pooh, and I would always I know that Winnie the Pooh says, "Oh bother,"
Right.
but when you read Winnie the Pooh, and you're so used to that word being brother, it's so close.
Oh, brother.
Oh brother, and I'm like, that's not the word. Fuck. And then I would,
Oh,
So
bother.
I will say that these images that are included with this are extremely disturbing. So I
take a
think
look.
I'll show them to you.
It's a good idea.
So we've got the broad in the hot tub, and you can see the pig and the bear behind her.
Oh my
Mm.
god, that's supposed to be Piglet? Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, that's Piglet with the pig head on,
Oh
and
my god.
that's Winnie the Pooh back there in the bear head.
I mean, it's just
Is that a
it's just
sex doll or is that a real person?
I think it's a real person, but those are some big old biddies in the hot tub, aren't they?
Yeah, they don't though, they're definitely fake.
Well, yeah, I mean,
But
yeah,
like
this is some.
he doesn't I couldn't tell if she was real or not. I can't believe they made Piglet look like that. Doesn't even like resemble Piglet at all.
but it's not even really.
Get
they're gonna.
out.
It's just a slasher movie with the masks.
Yeah.
That's all it really is. It's
I
not.
don't like care for slasher movies at all. I like thriller and like mentally like psychotic breaking. I forgot what the genre is, but you know when they mess with your brain and you go and through all that trippy shit. Those are the scary movies I like.
I don't know.
Slashers,
I like
eh.
Piglet's mask. I think Piglet's mask is pretty good.
I
It
think
just doesn't like.
kind of
I don't
spooky.
know. I just don't see how it would be Piglet because Piglet doesn't have the tusks or whatever, you know. He's not even wearing a pink and white striped outfit.
Yeah, that.
It doesn't look like Piglet. It just looks like a psycho guy wearing a pig mask.
Wearing a pigment, right? It's. I mean.
Yeah.
All right. It's more hype than
Yeah.
you know. It's
It
a
looks
it's a
stupid to me.
it's a shtick. That's all it is for you. You know, it's a slasher movie with a little shtick. Good for you. Still gonna watch it.
Probably, yeah.
Still gonna check it out, but it's not like I don't know. I was expecting it to be like cooler than that. Anyway, coming up on the other side of the break, we are gonna take a look at. We have just the tips.
Just the
with Big
tips.
Daddy, and we're gonna have a reading from the Scorpion Goddess, Juliet Everett.
Because it is
Yay.
that time of the month.
It is,
It
in
is.
fact, that time of the month. That's right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the phones open. We'll take your calls as they come. We're available at 1-646-virus-01. That's 1-646-virus-01. You can talk to us on air, or you can call when we're not on the air, and you can leave us a voicemail, and we'll probably listen to that on the air anyway. So, yeah, give us a call right here at the Media Virus Podcast. That all said, we will be back for our B block right after these messages.
I wish I could hear the bumpers through the headphones.
Do you want a great rate on car insurance? Well, so does everybody else. What makes you special, faggot? Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Why do you say that when I'm recording? Wow, everything is really hot tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this whole recording is blaring hot.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I checked on the phone. It still had a little bit of hot drive, but it wasn't unlistenable. So I just.
All right. I just want to check it. It's making me a little nutty.
When you say hot, what do you mean? I thought you guys meant like a good thing.
All right.
It doesn't sound like it.
Yeah.
No, it's very loud.
Scream's
And
good.
when it-
Overdressed.
Train is going, yeah.
Maybe that's what did it. Maybe that pulled it in real sound. That may have been it.
I got that same exact cat piano for my daughter when she was like 2.
My nose is on fire.
So, you ready to do a show?
Go.
Do it.
Oh, that's
Somebody in here? Was that on the
Mhm.
thing?
All right. I can fix the clipping. I think I found the issue. I'm gonna bring it down just a dick hair and see how that works.
Dick hair. What the hell?
It's a real measurement.
Oh, okay.
it's a dick hair is twice the amount of a cunt hair.
Oh, okay.
You ever hear
Good to
anybody
know.
say that? Take a cunt hair off this, or just a cunt hair?
No.
No?
Some people in polite circles, people will say a K hair. I've heard K hair.
Nope.
I've never
Yeah.
heard that.
You never
I've
heard K hair?
No, I've always known tradesmen that.
Well, when you're working in someone's house and the homeowner is standing there watching you,
Yeah, as they often will.
as they often will.
Are we doing something for Pride Month? Did you make the rainbow thing or no?
I did not. I didn't have a lot of time today. I was really lucky that I did so much show prep yesterday because I went to go visit my parents. My sister's in town. She's from Missouri. 'Cause my dad had a little heart attack.
Oh no.
Yeah, no one's really making a big deal out of it, but
Okay.
so then my sister came, because she living in Missouri. Like, there's no direct flight to Philadelphia from St. Louis. So it's now that she's got a layover in Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, it's more expensive to go that, but I think it was U.S. Air used to do a straight through, but it was on one of those little tiny planes.
Yeah, right. Well, anyway, so I've been trying to get over there as much as possible because they need help and all that. So, but my sister has been a huge help. But I just realized that I haven't been going over there enough. Anyway, let's get moving.
Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna do levels real quick again, so we can.
He's doing better now, though.
I mean, he's doing as good as he can do. He's paralyzed on one side.
From the heart attack?
No. He's been paralyzed on one side for about 8 years now.
Oh wow.
He had a stroke about 8 years ago, and he never regained his. That's how, dude. It's weird to watch people age.
Yeah.
Because they'll be the same, and then something happens.
Yep.
And then they don't quite come back all the way from that thing. And then they'll be fine, and then something happens, and then they don't quite come back all the way from that thing, and then they'll be okay. It's just weird, like, to watch that progression where it's almost like people will go decades without really changing, and then something hit hard.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're okay.
All right.
Let me get lined up over here because bring this up, pause it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We want that to be big.
I'm going mute.
And we're back on the Media Virus podcast. As Juliet reminded us in the break, happy Pride to everybody. Today's the first day of Pride Month. And here we go with another Just the Tips with Stanley Dr. Dre McFadden.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Media Virus podcast, good evening. It is I, Dr. Dre, Doctor of Big Dicology from the U of V, here with another episode of Just the Tips. Number one for this evening, nobody, fucking nobody, wants to fight a matted, sweaty mass of jungle of hair to find and enjoy the buried treasure. Trim the fucking hair. Picking shards of hair out of your teeth is fucking disgusting. Number two for tonight. We want sex way more than you're aware of. Think about it. How often do you eat your favorite snack? Stop waiting until tomorrow for what you should be enjoying today. Because tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. Number three for tonight. Have sex in a place that is not the bedroom as often as possible. That kind of memory will last a lifetime. Think about it. When you have sex in your bedroom, in your bed, missionary style, nobody remembers that shit. By that time you got bent over in the back of the grocery store, you remember that shit, don't you? That time you was on your back, taken in the back of a church during some fairground thing. You remember that shit. You remember that shit. Because it wasn't your bedroom. Take it out of the bedroom. Make a memory. Dr. Dre, Media Virus Podcast, Just the Tips. Happy fucking.
More useful tips from Stanley McFadden. It's like, hey, he's a relationship guru.
Seriously.
And if you have relationship questions that you want to ask Stanley McFadden, you can absolutely do that. Give us a call at 646-VIRUS-01, 646-VIRUS-01, and say, I want to ask Big Daddy a question, or I need relationship advice, or hey, just give the phrase that pays, dump your baby gravy in my shitter, or call us on the air. We'll, do all that fun stuff too. But right now, we have a very special treat, as we mentioned, an A block. It is that time of the month. We welcome Juliet Everett, the Scorpion Goddess, to give us a tarot reading. But we do have theme music that I forgot about.
Media Virus fans, it's time for a look at what the next month will bring with our favorite dealer, revealer, and spiritual healer, Juliet, the Scorpion Goddess.
All right, so I'm going to pull some cards and see what's in store for everybody that's here now, listening in for the month. Oh my God.
Those leaped out.
They like flew in my face.
Yeah, they want to be seen.
So we have the Hermit Reverse with the Ten of Pentacles reverse. So this is a time to finally come out of hiding with the Hermit Reverse. This is saying we've been doing all this internal shit. Mercury's been retrograde. We've dealt with the eclipse season. Now it's time to come out of all of that and go into getting into new options, spending more time with people, getting into projects, letting our creativity actually show for the forefront. So whatever you've been working on behind the scenes, this month is the time to really show it out and showcase it. And there's going to be a lot of communities or people in your area or meeting like-minded people, especially this month, which makes sense because we're in now for the most month of June in Gemini season. So heavy on this like communications and creative flows with this hangman coming into. We've done all this work where we're now seeing things from a different point of view, a different perspective. Let's see what else. Judgment 2. It's like I'm getting a lot of major arcana cards. So this is going to be a big important month. A lot of news may be delivered your way too. And we have this new sharp mental way about us. There may be a lot of like going back and forth, understanding things, studying into things this month. If you had applied or been waiting on some kind of thing where it comes to maybe getting a new job or getting a raise or having money come in, or mortgage has been put on hold, something where it has to do with like a portion of money coming from an outside place, it looks like this is the month that if there's been a delay with something, it will be coming in at some point in the month of June. And I'm seeing some people do some things with like money where it has to do with like giving back to the communities also is standing out. Giving back. And something about animal sanctuaries. I'm hearing animal sanctuaries. I don't really know what that means, but something with animal sanctuaries.
You know, I've been really mulling over like volunteering at like shelter, like a
Really?
dog. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that has to do with that. And then we have some more reversed cards that just flew out. These three. We got 7 of Wands, 5 of Wands, 4 of Wands, lots of Wands. But what I'm seeing is we've been in this like tumultuous, like, I mean, May sucked. May was really shitty. Okay. And this
it was
coming out of like, we're leaving all of that because there was so much fire, so much bumping heads, so much tension, so much challenges being brought our ways. And this is saying like we don't have to deal with that bullshit anymore. We're coming into more of a grounded place and where we know how to use our words better and then being reciprocated for other people. So instead of like having more violence or more like bumping heads with stuff, more challenges that may be brought our way, we're going to know how to handle those situations this month to have a better, again, I keep getting community is going to be like a really big thing this month and giving back. So there's going to be some resolution solved, some problems solved, a lot of problem solving skills happening this month too for us. And I think I'm going to end it there because I just keep getting a lot of like community stuff and I don't want to drag this reading out too long. So that's what's in store for the month of June, guys.
That sounds inspiring. Well, a lot of community and coming out of our shell. That sounds pretty good.
Leaving shitty ass May behind us. Good things are coming.
You're looking at filling your days at the dog shelter?
I kind of thought about maybe, just maybe once a week or something.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
That's funny. Animal sanctuary.
I think about it often. I feel like I would come home with a bunch of dogs.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I've not done that. I would have too many dogs.
And I was thinking what I could, because I have this camera. I want to, learning how to use it. They need pictures for thing.
Right.
And, I was kind of thinking I'd go volunteer my services, but I'm also very lazy.
There's that.
So that's, and I have my own dog.
Well, yeah, it's not like you need to go visit the dogs.
Right. So, I'm just going to go make myself feel bad and take care of other dogs while my dog is at home.
Not being
taken care of. Right. It's a confusing thing. It's a confusing time for me. All right. Well, you guys, you guys want to do a Mad Lib real quick?
Oh yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's run one off here.
All right. So
where C Block takes us after that.
Yeah, right. All right. So in case this Mad Libs, in case you've forgotten what adjectives, adverbs, nouns, and verbs are, here's a quick review. An adjective describes something or somebody. An adverb tells how something is done. A noun is the name of a person, place, or thing. A verb is an action word. When we ask for a place, we mean any sort of place, a country, a city, Spain, Cleveland, or a room. An exclamation or silly word is any sort of funny sound, gasp, grunt, all that's fun shit. When we ask for a specific word like number, color, an animal, or part of the body, we mean a word that is one of those things like 7, blue, or I don't know why I had to explain that. And plural means there is more than one. All right.
Adverbs always fuck me up. I always forget what an adverb is.
Typically ending in ly. It
Oh.
explains. It modifies an adjective.
Continuously is an
Yes.
adverb.
It modifies an adjective.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So we are going to do the Space Shuttle. This is the first Mad Lib in a book of Mad Libs that I got at Five Below. And this is actually the top 3 Mad Libs crammed into one. And I thought that would be, this is how out of ideas I am. All right. Juliet, give me a noun.
Juliet.
Ooh.
Mike, plural noun.
Boogers.
Oh, God. I don't like where this is going now. I shouldn't have used my name.
Juliet, I need a verb ending in ing.
Running.
Now, see, if Big Daddy were here, I'd have went to him and he just said fucking. And it
I know. I like.
it
I
would have been
should have said that.
No, it's predictable. Is the point. Plural noun. All right, somebody just shout a plural noun. First one.
Mattresses.
Bunnies.
Mattresses. A city.
Boston.
Mike, a plural noun.
Hot dogs.
What the hell? Boogers. Hot dogs.
Juliet, adjective.
Humongous.
Mike, I need a noun.
Pencil.
Number.
17.
17.
Wait, what did you say, Mike? 70? Oh.
All right, noun.
Cat.
Adjective.
Insane.
2 verbs.
Pouncing.
1 more.
Falling.
Plural noun.
Bowls.
I need a verb ending in ing.
Winning. Winning.
Number.
84.
Oh,
84.
let him do it. Yeah, because I did the first number.
Adverb.
Continuously.
Mike, give me a noun.
Headphone jack. I look around me for inspiration.
And last one, adjective.
Horny.
All right, talk amongst yourselves.
Womp, womp, womp.
I wonder why it's so difficult for him to fill out this or maybe he made a list and now he's going back and filling it in.
That's how you do it. You have the list and then you go in and fill it in.
Oh, okay. You okay.
I always just wrote it in.
Yeah. I never made
All
a
right.
list. I always just.
They literally give you a spot for a list.
Oh, they've changed it then. They did.
No, they tell you what they want first.
No, I don't remember it being that way.
I've seen them both ways, but I think I always just write it in. I think that's how I always did it. I should get some Mad Libs. I used to do them a lot when I was a kid.
Always fun.
With my mom. Yeah. I'm going to do that because I want my kids to be better with
English.
language. English is a weird language.
Yes, it is. It's one of the most difficult languages in the world to learn
Mm-hmm.
because our
Yeah,
rules don't always apply.
no, they don't. It's so stupid. I know like English, I think like Mandarin Chinese and like Arabic. I think those are like the top 3 most difficult languages to learn. Spanish is like really easy. French is pretty easy.
Well,
Portuguese is pretty easy.
and once you learn one of the Latin languages, a lot
They
of
all
it
kind of,
over, you can. It's relatively easy to learn the others.
yeah.
Like there's an Italian restaurant that I go to sometimes where they've hired a bunch of guys on. They have an open kitchen and they've hired a bunch of guys on the line that are Mexican, and they can the Italian guys who own the joint can talk to them enough that they've
They'll
got it worked
understand.
out. Yeah, they understand
Yeah.
one another. So and they've got it worked out to where they've kind of got their own shorthand that they work in, and you can tell that they get by and they're able to joke and have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. They're pretty close.
That's pretty interesting. And I don't speak either, but I know enough about both of them that I can tell that whatever they're doing isn't really one or the other. It's something that they've kind of settled on,
Mm-hmm.
and I can almost follow some of it sometimes.
Yeah, I understand Spanish better than I can. Like, I'm not fluent, but I can understand it pretty well. And I was watching a TikTok of an Italian grandmother explain some recipe in only Italian, but I understood what she was saying, and I was
Right.
like, why do I understand this right now? It was really funny.
Because it's close. It's kind of close enough, and
Yeah.
some of the things that are close enough are like the things that are concrete, like when you're talking about measuring and food
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready.
Do you want to? And the reason they give you the list
So
is so that the
yourself.
person playing can play, right? The person writing can play along,
Right.
so you don't see. I fucked up. Next time we'll do it the right way. Okay, so I'm holding that wrong. All right, so the space shuttle. In 1981, the U.S. launched the first real Space Juliet. It was named Columbia and was piloted by 2 brave buggers. They had practiced running for 2 years and were expert mattresses. Columbia took off from Boston using its powerful first stage hot dogs and soared off into the humongous blue pencil. At an altitude of 17 feet, it went into orbit around the cat. For people watching from Earth, it was an insane sight to pouncing who could really falling that were 2 bowls in space. It was mind-winning. After 84 orbits, the shuttle landed continuously at an Air Force headphone jack. It was a horny day for the U.S. space program.
Which might be the best line about the Space Force yet.
That was so. There you go. That was our first result, our first attempt at a Mad Lib.
That was funny.
That was funny. You want to try one more?
I like it. The altitude of 17 feet. It
The
orbited
17 around the cat. Yeah.
Around the cat. And everybody had a horny day.
All right. Give me an adjective. This one is newspaper article. So give me an adjective.
Teensy.
Teensy. No, another adjective.
enormous.
Yes.
Yet another adjective.
Oh, pedant. It's a new word I learned. I wanted to use it.
Yeah, we fucked it up. So, Mike, what do you got?
Looking for an adjective?
Yes, sir.
Dark.
Noun.
Hand.
Desk.
You both went at the same time. I think Mike went first. Mike.
Hand.
Hand.
Hand. Yeah.
Now, the next thing is a noun. Juliet said desk. Verb past tense.
Ran.
Give me a color.
Purple. No.
Nope. You said purple.
Dusty purple.
No. All right. Adjective. It'd be dusty.
Okay, dusty.
Exclamation.
Huge.
Okay, President Trump.
And an animal. Give me an animal.
Koala bear.
I don't know how to spell. Oh, all right. Yeah, I do know how to spell koala bear. Koala bear. I was going to start with a Q.
This is going to be fun. Try again. I can't spell that.
Okay.
No.
Mrs. Are you guys ready? You guys ready to hear the results?
Yes.
We're ready.
All right. Okay.
That was quick.
And this is a newspaper article. That's because I went with your way instead of doing the list and then filling it out. Okay. Mrs. Fifi Vanderbilt, the teensy and enormous heiress, has filed for divorce from her husband, Perry Vanderbilt, the former dark hand of Harvard, class of 38, now in the desk business. Mrs. Vanderbilt claimed that her husband had ran her bed of purple flowers and tracked dusty mud into the house. He also criticized her cooking. Mr. Vanderbilt, when asked to comment, said, "Huge. I didn't do it. The pet koala bear ruined the flowers, and I offered to take her out to a restaurant more often."
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge.
Didn't do it. Wasn't even there. Huge. Absolutely.
Huge. All right. Well, it's 9:26. We normally do C block at 9:30. What we got going on? Johnny Depp won, didn't he?
He did. Johnny Depp won.
I think we all saw that coming. I think that's
that was just
and
inevitable.
They did throw her a bone with the something his lawyer said that hurt her, but it really kind of offset what she's got to pay. It's
so it was like a split judgment.
Yeah, like they awarded him $15 million and said he won, and they said, "Oh, by the way, his lawyer said that horrible thing to you. We're going to award you $2 million for that." So there you go.
Oh my God.
So
he made enough. He made enough to pay his lawyers.
Yeah,
that's about it.
Probably.
But hey, listen, it's something he had to do. And if I could say this to Amber Heard, just real quick, I just want to come in real close and just go. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the larger lesson here is that they're both a fucking shit show.
Yeah, but Johnny Depp is a lovable shit show.
I love Johnny.
I was having a conversation with my daughter-in-law. This is a couple of weeks ago, and my daughter-in-law is a wonderful young lady, but she is very as she should be, very like women's rights. Not I can't state it without sounding like a complete sexist, but she doesn't put up with a whole bunch of shit.
Right.
When I've said a bunch of shit, she doesn't put up with it. This one time I was watching Criminal Minds in the living room. She's in the dining room and I'm watching Criminal Minds with my wife. And it was the serial killer was going to get this woman, and this woman had worked on a boat. She worked on a boat. She was wearing coveralls and boots.
Right.
And I turned to my wife and I said, I thought this was hilarious. I turned to my wife and I said, "Well, I mean, when you dress like that, you're asking for it."
Right. I mean, that's funny.
But her not seeing what we're seeing,
right? No,
just hears me say that and flips fucking shit at me, and I'm like, no,
man.
come. I rewound it. I'm like, no, come look. It's funny because she's wearing coveralls work boots. Like she's not like
Yeah.
you wouldn't know that's a woman from behind. And so I'm having a conversation with her about this, and I was like, the Johnny Depp thing. And he's like, when I first heard about this, I was like, what did she say? What did she say that pissed him off so much? Like she was blaming her like right off the bat. He's like, I don't know what you don't fuck with Johnny. Like Johnny didn't hit you. I'm sorry,
No.
bitch. Like she went on this tirade about how that was Johnny. Like it had to be her. So I'm super, super happy for Johnny Depp. Maybe, I hope to see him in much, much more films in the future. I hope.
Yeah,
I hope the best, and I hope Amber Heard dies of a meth addiction.
well, I mean, there's that, but
I mean that's.
I don't wish her any seriously ill will, but it wouldn't hurt my feelings if she wasn't working so much. It just.
Yeah.
I hated to see him lose out on what he did. Because
Yeah.
I not only did he create that, he embodied that character. He really, really stepped into it and made it what it was.
Every character he's ever done.
Yeah. But I mean, Jack Sparrow.
Dude, I will fuck up Sleepy Hollow. I will sit there and watch Sleepy Hollow, dude. Especially around Halloween. Every Halloween, every October, I'm watching Sleepy Hollow. That's a great fucking movie.
I'm thinking back. Yeah, he has really, really embraced every. Edward Scissorhands was fantastic.
That was my favorite. One of my favorite movies, Edward Scissorhands.
I mean, he does Captain Jack Sparrow. He did other. Even he had other characters.
Yeah, I mean, even some of the lesser ones.
I wasn't a big fan. He wasn't Gene Wilder. Sweeney Todd was good. But
yeah,
why am I don't understand why.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Or no, they named it Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka. Yeah.
Not a fan.
Oh, Alice in Wonderland.
That I was okay with.
That was a good movie. That was a really good movie.
And even he did one of the lesser known films is Benny and June.
Yeah.
He was really good in that. And it was almost it was a title character, but it was kind of it wasn't a huge role, but it was an interesting role, and he made that. Nobody could have played that character that way. And
right. Point is, like, he's been like, we've known this dude for 30 years. We have known this guy. And then this woman shows up out of fucking nowhere, really. I mean, who the fuck is she? Accusing our beloved Johnny Depp of horrible things.
But
we're just supposed to fucking tolerate. No, I'm not just gonna.
We've known Johnny for probably 40 years, by the way.
Right.
Because he is.
Who did Through the Looking Glass? That movie, was that Johnny? It was like a psychological thriller. That's the word I was looking for earlier. It's like a psychological thriller that came out in like the 2000s.
Well, let's take a look and see if we can get into his
filmography.
Yes. A little time, have a little conversation about the man.
The phone lines are still open. You can give us a call, 646-VIRUS-01. That's 646-VIRUS-01. You want to weigh in about Johnny Depp and congratulate him? You want to tell Amber Heard to go fuck herself? All you got to do is give us a call. I guarantee you, I fucking guarantee you.
Crybaby.
That Amber Heard is fucking watches my show.
Blow. Oh, yeah. Every time his lawyer would ask her questions, she would never look at the lawyer. She'd turn to the jury and be like, yes, I was abused. No, that is not true. Like lying straight through her teeth. And the faces she would make, my dog stepped on a bee. Have you seen that?
Corpse Bride.
Well, she was, I mean, there was like little videos of her like fucking snorting coke. Like she had the coke in her hand.
I saw that.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
That was a great fucking movie. I mean, come on.
Alice Through the Looking Glass in 2016.
No, that's not what I'm thinking of. There's a movie called Through the Looking Glass.
Yeah, but
something-
it wasn't Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp did do a movie called Through the Looking,
It was
but
with
it's
Alice
not-
in Wonderland. Yeah,
yeah, it
a
was an
little bit
Alice in
different.
Wonderland theme. Yeah.
He was
I'm
in
trying to
Sherlock
figure out what the
Gnomes,
hell this movie was then.
The Ninth Gate,
That was a good movie.
Private Resort,
I
From
don't-
Hell. From Hell was good.
From Hell was a good movie. Yeah. From Hell was a damn good movie. I mean, and he sunk himself into those characters. I mean, he became them. So
Lest we forget Ed Wood.
right.
I'm just trying to touch on some of the better ones that I'm seeing stick out here. Like I said, Blow, Corpse Bride.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Class Bride.
We met Johnny in 1984, Matt. It was 1984 when we met Johnny, and it was in Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah.
He
Yes.
was the kid in the waterbed.
Yes, he was. And then 21 Jump Street.
Yes.
Him and Richard Grieco were like the heartthrobs of 21 Jump Street. And then there was the Dom DeLuise's kid or his cousin or some shit. His name was DeLuise.
Yeah. I don't remember. I wasn't huge into.
That was my shit. 21 Jump Street. I love that show. I was a kid. Fuck. We were kids, man, when that came out.
Yeah.
That was when the Fox network,
Yeah.
Fox was only on for 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Juliet,
Yes.
the Fox network and how they have Fox News and Fox Business and all that. There's all these Fox. That started out as a weekend channel that would show up on UHF.
Mm-hmm.
And UHF, so the main three, ABC, NBC, and CBS, were on VHF, a VHF channel. And they, so they'd come in and they would do live. They would have the shows of ABC, NBC, and CBS. But UHF was a wonderful world of like sometimes pirate stations or these local stations.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times they would just have reruns. They would buy old shows. That's how I was introduced to like Good Times,
Yeah.
Gilligan's Island.
I used to watch a lot of those.
What's Happening? I used to watch What's Happening all the time. Hey.
Fat Albert.
Fat Albert. Yeah, these were Fat Albert was like on Channel 12 too.
Yeah,
which was PBS.
Right.
Because Bill Cosby used to be wholesome.
So
they'd let Bill Cosby teach kids. That was so
now we're talking about like, okay, so you know how there's the CW?
Yeah.
When we were kids, the CW wasn't like a network.
It used to be WB.
And it wasn't.
Yeah, even before
I remember
that.
Warner Brothers. I remember the WB.
There wasn't a WB. I mean, these were all networks that popped up that some of these channels attached to. But like those channels as they exist, like you might get it on like, in Philadelphia, I think one of them was WGBS channel 57.
57, 17.
Right.
Those were the two best ones. Were 50 in Philadelphia were 57 and 17.
And 29 has always been WTX.
29 was the best.
Which ended
back
up
in the day.
They picked up Fox.
Yeah, 29 was the best. 29's where I would get the Good Times.
Yep.
29 was where I got What's Happening. 17 is how I watched Good Times. But I mean, just imagine that all you run are these reruns or these like, do you remember the public access fucking channel?
Yeah, and they fell into you got those on cable networks usually.
Yeah, but that was that's a different thing. But it was I was on a couple of cable access shows like back in the day. I'm bragging. I know.
But yeah, like it used to be. You ever put up an antenna and just turn the TV on and see what the antenna gets?
Yeah, a long time ago.
You know how when you get up into the really weird numbered channels, there's like old weird shows and then 52 channels in Spanish and stuff like that.
I don't remember.
Like there's just like weird old goofy stuff. That's kind of like what that's today's version of UHF.
That's today's
Okay.
that's today's version of UHF. And dude, a lot of people don't know this, but if you get an antenna, the nice thing about digital TV, if you have a digital television, you either get the station or you don't. Where back in the day, like VHF would only come in if you were like had tinfoil around your rabbit ears.
Mm-hmm.
Or what I did was I ran wire from my antenna to the drop ceiling in my room, the metal grid.
Mm-hmm.
So I was using the entire grid as an antenna. So everything came in nice and clear.
So
yeah,
the people who lived in our house that I grew up in before us had an antenna on the roof, but it was abandoned. Like there wasn't even wire to it.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
So at like 11 or 12, when I realized what was going on, guess who climbed up to it and attached wires to it?
The thing they always tell
Ew.
12-year-olds not to play with. Don't touch that. Jesus Christ.
Stay off the roof.
Yeah.
Don't hang on that. Don't climb up that. And don't touch those wires. I did all of it. And I, in addition to cable, I also had,
channels from Chicago.
Yeah, I had all kinds of TV channels from everywhere. And ultimately it worked out because we let the cable go for a little while. And my mom's like, we're going to have to watch VCR. Fuck the VCR. No, we're not. Hold on, Mom. I backfed it into all the cable outlets and we had TV all over the house.
So when you guys had cable, did you guys ever watch MTV?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys remember Celebrity Deathmatch?
I remember.
Yes.
Yeah, I still watched that.
When
My mom would not let me, but I would turn on and watch it anyways. I was really little.
I remember when MTV was on channel 13.
It was 28 where I live, channel 28.
Right, but we're a little bit older. When it first came out, it was on channel 13, and that was so people who didn't even have a cable box could get it. You just plug the cable into your TV, and you could get it.
Yeah.
Remember Pop Video?
Yep. Pop-up video? Love that.
I remember really little. My mom used to watch Pop-Up Video on VH1 Pop-Up Video, and it'd have the bubbles of like fun facts throughout each music video.
Yeah, those were cool. I did enjoy those. You know what? What's really cool if you watch digital TV, like antenna TV too, is that if you get one channel, you get three.
Yes.
Because every channel has like another
two or three channels deep.
Other
like
offerings. Yeah. It's and like so. I mean, if you're not particular about the TV you watch, but I think like 3, 6, and 10 still broadcast, like the ABC, NBC, and CBS.
And they come in better than they do on your cable system.
Probably.
They do. I've had an antenna here. I got to get a better one. It's not quite great, but when I'm able to pull 3, 6, 10, 12, a handful of them, they all come in with a better picture and better audio than I get on Comcast.
That's truly incredible. No, but yeah, I remember I sold TVs during the transition. I remember selling DVD players, and you had to buy a sound decoder to plug it into your Dolby. Like, you not only had to buy a DVD player, you had to buy something that could do surround sound, but then you had to buy something that went in between that produced. It was nightmarish. Like, and to sell this whole system was like $1,200, and then you needed to sell them speakers.
Yes.
Oh my god.
You needed front, center, and rears. This was and the subwoofer. That was the 0.1 because it was Dolby 5.1.
And you had to convince them that a speaker that was this big was going to be okay because you get the subwoofer.
No, it's because it's made by Bose. All the bass is going through the subwoofer, and it's all about placement, dude. I made money going out and setting up people's home theater systems.
You had to.
I love that job. That was a great job.
A lot of people it was hard for them to understand that you didn't need fucking basements to drive the TV sound the movie sound anymore.
Yeah. No, and I mean, shit, dude, we had big speakers to sell too. So if somebody wanted big speakers, I'd give it to them. But the Bose had a package that came with the little squares.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
he sold them now, but when my stepfather moved in, he had Klipsch Cornwall
Oh
loudspeakers
shit.
that were 48 inches tall and about 30 inches wide. You could hear it a block and a half away.
Yo, I need some
Jesus.
speakers like that.
They were awesome.
Well, I think we've stalled this block enough. Let's
Yeah, let me button it up, and if you want to jump and check in with Dre, he should be in I know he's in motion.
all right.
Since Dre's in motion, you can look at the phone number up there. Again, it's 1646-virus-01, 1646-virus-01. You can leave us a message. I'm going to turn that off because when we come back in the C block, we are going to try desperately
We want to do this so bad.
to resurrect Cold Read Theater. We'll be back right after this.
How's that?
Worse.
Much worse.
I like that one. Worse. Much worse. Are your glasses always white?
Usually, I do.
Frames? Do you change them out sometimes?
I actually need to order another pair. I've got it. I had a really nice pair of turtle shell half frames that I liked, but the dog broke them.
They have these new glasses I've seen with their frames, and if you want to change, they're like magnetic. You can get different colors.
Yeah.
I was wondering if that's what you had because I feel like I see you with different glasses sometimes.
I usually order my glasses from Zenni Optical, and they're pretty inexpensive. So if I've got the money and I order 2 or 3 pair of glasses, I like to change them.
How bad is your eyesight?
It's not awful. I've had some corrective surgery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had cataracts.
Okay.
And that's what was really problematic. And the problem is I have a genetic weakness of the retina. So my retinas will detach.
Mm-hmm.
And in talking with my eye doctor, he said, look, you could probably get away with not doing your cataracts right away. He said, but I will tell you, as much trouble as you're having looking through them, I can't see to the back of your eye to check your retina as well. So there's that. So I said, okay, let's do them. And both times that I had, because I had the one eye done.
Right, yeah, and then you have to wait for like 3 weeks or something and then do the next one, right?
Yeah, I put a year between mine because I had one side was kind of bad and the other side really wasn't. So we did the bad side first, and about a year after that, my retina detached
Oh my God.
in that eye. So like I was losing my eyesight. I knew something was wrong. I called the eye doctor. He's like, yeah. We're in the middle of a snowstorm. He met me in the office. He had to shovel 10 inches of snow off his driveway to meet me.
Wow.
And did the quick exam. He says, okay, you're going to the eye hospital in Philadelphia because that's the only place that we can find you a surgery that's going to be fast enough that you don't go blind. So
Oh my God.
I went to Philadelphia and had my eye fixed the
Were
following
you freaking out?
little bit.
Yeah, I would have been.
So then I had the cataract in the other eye done the following year. And a year after that, I had
Same thing.
the retina in that eye detached.
Oh my God.
Almost exactly a year. So I went and had that one done here because it wasn't near
A snowstorm.
wasn't in the middle of a snowstorm. Got hooked up with an eye surgeon here that was fantastic. Did a really good job by me. In that healing process, my interocular pressure spiked, and my eye was going to pop. Like there's pressure in your eye.
Yeah, where it could burst.
Well, they when you go to the eye doctor, they check with that blue light thing in your eye. They're actually checking the interocular pressure, the pressure of the fluid inside your eyeball.
Oh, okay.
because your eyeball's full of fluid and there's a drain at the back by the retina, and it
Mhm.
drains out. If it's not draining out fast enough, the pressure builds. Pressure should be below 17. Mine had spiked to 50 in the one eye.
Oh my God.
So they had
Jeez.
to do a tap, which is doctor code for I'm going to stick a needle in your eye.
Yeah,
That was fun.
I would have been freaking out.
Oh no, they gave me some Coke.
I feel like the older I get, the more I freak out with stuff like that.
Yeah, but they gave me Coke. It was
They
all
gave you
good. Yeah. They still use cocaine for
I thought you were joking.
no, for certain eyes, nose, throat, because it's a contact numbing agent.
What the fuck?
So he put cocaine drops in my eye until I couldn't feel it anymore.
That's crazy.
Well, he didn't say anything there. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, wait a minute. I know this feeling.
Oh my God.
So I said, so doc, those drops you put in my eye? He said, yeah. I said, I kind of feel like I've been here before. He started laughing. He's like, not your first rodeo, huh?
That's funny.
You want to bring it back in?
Are you ready? Did you reach out to Dre?
I haven't. What I did is I sent the character sheet to everybody,
Okay.
Okay.
and I figured we could develop, maybe just kind of brainstorm on the show, like who these characters kind of are a little bit,
Okay.
because we haven't done much character. We've written like a script, but we like, who is this?
Ida Bangdahada.
She doesn't make an appearance in this episode, but she's
Wait, I only have up to Judy and Weena. Why isn't it showing the rest?
No, that's it. That's just a character list that we're.
that's just the character sheet. That's
character
not the story.
Oh, okay. I thought there was something wrong with my.
No, I haven't sent the.
Okay.
Let me check.
A flat foot.
A gumshoe. See,
Hold on just a second. And we're back on the Media Virus podcast, opening up the C block. We're going to tell you a little bit about what it means when we say cold read theater. We're going to open the curtain up, let you see us do a little character development, and hopefully get into some story here soon. Matt?
yeah. So the story is, well, the so far it's called Mike Hawk PI. And he's a private investigator, and he's got a sidekick. The sidekick is BJ. And we believe that BJ was adopted. Was BJ adopted, or was his brother adopted? His twin brother. His twin brother.
They were raised as twins.
They were raised as twins, but one of them's adopted. But that's not important in this. But his name is BJ Titzenbeer. So there's Mike Hawk, BJ Titzenbeer. Ida Banged Her Harder is not. She's the secretary.
Oh, that's not me.
No, Carmen's a bitch.
Okay.
Is a rich heiress and divorcee. Ida Banged Her Harder. I mean, we could have gone with that, but there's a stupid joke. And then Mike has a character that needs a name.
Carmen's a bitch.
But the character has Tourette syndrome.
Oh man, the Tourette's is gonna be so funny.
But
Damn.
doesn't curse.
This character doesn't curse.
So when they have tics, they're gonna shout out euphemisms like duty and wiener.
Oh, I wish. Dang, that would have been so funny.
That's gonna be that's in the future. Right now we meet Mike Hawk, we meet BJ Titzenbeer, and we meet Carmen's a bitch. And how they interact.
Like I said, it's
Carmen's ex-husband is named Leaf, but he pronounces it Life. So his name is Life's a bitch. I don't know. Yeah, I had
with a French accent. How would you pronounce Carmen though? Carmen.
I meant Carmen.
Carmen's the
Or something.
bitch.
You
No,
don't say
it's
don't
not
say it's the
French.
bitch. It's no. I mean it's kind of
That's kind of
Polish,
Spanish.
maybe. I don't know. I just
That'd be
Kochman.
so there's some things that we need to know about Mike, and one of the most important thing is that he never admits that anyone is gay. Like
doesn't
That
matter.
he's gay or anybody around him is
Any-
gay.
Anybody.
Like, does he just not believe that people can be gay?
no.
I just don't. I don't know if you're a gay, but I don't care who you fuck or who fucks you.
That's right. That's right. So
It doesn't matter to me if you're a gay.
right. So
gays are
BJ Titzenbeer is Mike's sidekick, and I have the gay the only thing I have there is definitely gay. So but there's not, I mean, obviously with Stanley playing him, he's black.
Today.
So well, yeah. But we don't really know much about BJ or Carmen. Carmen's a rich heiress. Now, what did you say? You're going to do a French accent?
I think I'm going to do something like a French accent.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm going to say after that, but it doesn't matter because I am a rich French snob.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the French accent's going to work. I'm looking at some of these lines now.
When are we going to see the lines?
Usually right at the last minute.
Oh, okay. Well, but you guys have already seen them.
We wrote them.
I know. I feel like I'm going to get ambushed again by you guys.
So here's the fun part. You're going to get your first run into what this is about and kind of play it directly. If you want to write, you can write.
Okay.
So like you can once we get to know these characters, and
I can add stuff in.
Right, that's kind of like what I was saying before. Like when we were on the dungeon, Matt and I would write things that were like we would take one of the ideas that we would all one of the serials, and we'd write a whole episode together, or I'd write a whole episode together with Marshall, and then we'd kind of play them. It was fun to kind of round robin and be able to write for one another. Once you get to know the characters and you know how people are going to fit into that character, the writing becomes very fun.
Okay.
And it's also like you might have to lean on people to, produce more than you might expect them to. Like, see, we know Stanley can do several characters at once. So, we didn't do it this time, but we'll write him. And we've done this with Mike too, where we have written 2 characters for Mike, 2 characters for Stanley, and then had those characters not only argue with each other but argue with themselves.
Yes.
So
all four of the characters engaged
are arguing with each other. Sometimes Mike's arguing with himself and has to change his voice for every set of lines.
I was wondering about that because I was thinking if he doesn't make it, should one of us get an extra?
I mean, if he doesn't make it, then I would, if you wanted to kind of run through it, I would take the role of BJ, but I wrote this. Yeah. I mean, I could.
Let me check in and see how we're doing.
He hasn't said anything.
Last I heard, he was 20 minutes from his car.
That was like 30, 40 minutes ago, I think.
It's like, oh my God, you guys want to stop for slushies?
Ah!
You know.
Where you are. Oh my God.
Where you at?
We stalling.
Mm-hmm.
What is my dog barking at?
It might not be in the cards. I don't.
Yeah, no, it was
a
a
hell-
half hour ago.
Yeah, it's a hell of a C block to just do nothing.
Do you guys have his number to call? Like, did you call his phone?
I mean, he's in the car with a whole bunch of other people, so
Yeah, I don't want him to crash if he's like in his car trying to drive somewhere now.
all right. You want to? We're gonna do a Mad Libs. We're gonna do a description of the lovely group that I am in.
A description of the lovely group that you are in. I'm excited about this one.
All right. How about? I need an adjective.
Ugly.
All right.
I need another adjective.
Bitch.
Fat.
Oh, wait, bitchy. Here, she's gonna set the tone with ugly.
Person in the room.
Juliet.
She always winds up on the Mad Libs. All right. And I'm sure I spelled it wrong. Adverb.
It's 2 T's and an E. Don't fuck it up.
2 L's. Fuck you. Number.
Obnoxiously.
A number
11.
is obnoxious. 11.
No, you said adverb. We didn't do the adverb yet.
Oh yeah, right. You're right. I actually skipped another one. Hang on. Obnoxiously. And a plural noun.
Gays.
The gays.
Gays.
Gays. Yeah, like
Gays.
gay AYS. Multiple gay people.
Gay A.
It's Pride Month.
That's how you
All
spell
right.
it.
Adjective.
Queerly. Queerly.
Queerly. Not clearly.
Queerly.
Queerly.
All right. An adverb.
Wait a minute. Would queerly be an adverb?
Queerly is an adverb.
Yeah.
So
That,
we'll put that there. We need an adjective. Something, a describer.
Oh, I thought we just did 2 adverbs in a row.
No, adjective.
Oh.
adjective. Hot.
Hot.
What kind of hot?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay. Another person in the room.
Professor
Mike.
Harris.
Takes up most of the pad. Adjective.
Awesome.
Noun.
Lake Titicaca.
I mean, that's
I'm gonna make that pen run out tonight if I.
okay. So another person in the room is the only one left.
Maddie.
Noun.
Nose.
Adjective.
Giant.
What? Giant. Yet another adjective. Mike.
Shaggy.
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 And the last one is an adjective.
Adjective. Adjective.
Early.
Round.
I heard early first, so we're going with that.
Cool.
All right. The
Do it.
results of the group, a description of the lovely group that I am in. We are having a perfectly ugly time this evening in the bitchy home of Juliet. The rooms are decorated obnoxiously with many stylish gays that must have cost at least $11. The guests are all hot conversationalists and are all queerly dressed. Professor Mike Latoris has been entertaining us by telling us about the time he showed his awesome Lake Titicaca to Matty Rockchef, who mistook it for an early American nose. The refreshments are giant, and the idea of serving hot and shaggy hors d'oeuvres showed imagination. Visiting here is always an early experience.
That was awesome. I think that was the best one.
All right, so we're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna have to figure something out.
We love
I
this
like how-
so much that
like-
we're stalling.
I like how the arrangements in my bitchy, ugly house were $11 for this gathering.
We are having a perfectly ugly time this evening in the bitchy home of Juliet. The rooms are decorated obnoxiously in many stylish gays that must have cost at least $11. The guests are all hot conversationalists and are all queerly dressed. Professor Mike Latoris has been entertaining us by telling us that the time he showed his awesome Lake Titicaca to Matty Rockchef, who mistook it for an early American nose. The refreshments are giant, and the idea of serving hot and shaggy hors d'oeuvres showed imagination. Visiting here is always an early experience. That one was good. All right, Mike, give me an adjective.
Green.
Give me a number.
12.
I need a geographical location.
The Atlantic Ocean.
Atlantic Ocean.
Because he can't spell Kalamazoo.
No, because she said it first. I need an exclamation.
Fuck!
That's a good one.
I need numbers. Number
43.
an adjective.
Square.
Another adjective.
I don't think that qualifies. Expensive.
Very good.
Plural noun.
What?
Plural noun.
Oh. Noun. Cats. I think it's the second time I've said cat.
Adverb.
Fuck. Fuckingly.
We're obviously out of ideas after 5 Mad Libs. Adjective.
Late.
Fucked. All right. Plural. No, person in the room. Juliet.
Not Stanley.
No, Juliet. All right. Noun.
You guys go ahead.
Noun.
The road.
I was going to say, don't say cats.
Boom.
Plural noun.
Dogs.
Fuck. Don't say cats. Dogs. Adjective.
Feisty.
Come on.
Noun.
Squirrel.
All right, another person is.
We're about to have Stanley.
All right, cool.
Bam.
All right, so while I'm looking for the script, or can you do the script? Can you shoot that out?
Yeah, I'll do that. You welcome Stanley.
Well, when he's here, he should just show up.
Fuckingly.
Oh, he's here, and joining us is Big Daddy from his car. I hope he's not going to try and drive and do this.
It's 10-10.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying like that's a good number. 10-10.
Fantastic.
So I'm guessing I'm about 15 minutes from home. So I can try to do something now. Or we can talk about bullshit while I speed home. Get my phone plugged in and get to a lighting source.
All right. Okay. So this is let's if you guys want to hang out.
I can. Yes.
All right.
Yes. I started drinking wine.
Block.
What's that? You want to do a D block?
We might as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Then just break. Let's because people are so invested. Let's just finish this Mad Libs. That's what we've been doing.
Yeah.
Stan, is we've been playing Mad Libs.
Mm.
We had one that was really funny.
All right, so here we are. Who am I? I am a green American. I was born 12 years ago in the Atlantic Ocean. When my father first saw me, he said, "Fuck! I am 43 feet tall, square brown eyes, and an expensive complexion. My hobby is collecting cats. I always speak fuckingly, and I have made several late motion pictures. I am married to Juliet, the well-known Hollywood Road. I have given away thousands of dogs to charity. My most prominent physical characteristics are my feisty nose and my large squirrel. Who am I? Who am I? I am the Professor Mike Latoris."
That's good.
Fuck.
You want me to do it again? Who am I? I'm a green American. I was born 12 years ago in the Atlantic Ocean. When my father first saw me, he said, "Fuck! I'm 43 feet tall, I have square brown eyes, and an expensive collection. My hobby's collecting cats. I always speak fuckingly, and I have made several late motion pictures. I'm married to Juliet, the well-known Hollywood Road. I have given away thousands of dogs to charity. My most prominent physical features are my feisty nose and my large squirrel. Who am I? I'm Professor Mike Latoris." All right. So let's bring it home, Mike.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the C block of the Media Virus podcast. As you just heard moments ago, you're going to be especially lucky this week because you're getting a D block. So tune us back in right after this. Or wait a minute, it's got to be
Getting the D tonight.
Yeah, you're getting the D.
Dump for baby gravy and mushroom.
Bye.
Just let me grab something to drink real quick. I'll be right back.
Sure. So we were doing a little character development while you weren't with us there.
Mm-hmm.
Thought we would thought I'd bring you up to speed on that.
Okay.
Second. Our story is our new serial that we're going to work with is Mike Hawk PI. Your first appearance this evening will be as my sidekick BJ Titzenbeer.
So hold on. I might lose you in about 60 seconds.
Okay.
If I do, I'll call you back. But my picture may freeze or stall out or something.
Yeah. Got it.
Anyway, so BJ, what?
You're going to be Mike Hawk's sidekick, BJ Titzenbeer.
BJ Titzenbeer.
Yeah, BJ Titzenbeer. See, Mike Hawk's thing is he doesn't admit that anyone is gay. Like, doesn't care, but like he doesn't come to terms with the fact that anyone's gay. And BJ's definitely gay.
Oh, so Stanley's a gay dude.
Per Maddie's instruction in the character list.
Okay. Okay.
Juliet will be playing the part of Carmen Zabish, who is going to be someone who's coming to us to bring us our next case. And
Okay.
from there, the hilarity ensues.
So I'm bringing you a case.
Yeah, you want to hire us.
Okay. Does it have to do with my ex-husband?
Well, you'll see that in the script that I just sent.
Oh, okay. Let me see it. I'll look for it now.
15% minutes. This is a race against the clock.
Did you park at Docks?
Yes.
Okay. You going the back way or you going right down the highway?
Back way.
Where'd Juliet go?
Okay, so now, all right, I know.
What's wrong?
I was just finding out where Dre is in the grand scheme of things.
Oh, okay. Hang on, I fucked up.
Close that because I'm going to have to bring this up.
I don't know it.
We did such a horrible job of stretching this so that we could wait for you.
Sorry. Thank you, though.
Oh, very excited to do it.
I don't know what I did though. I left the Zoom meeting by accident somehow.
Saw that.
I wonder if it would be wiser for me to just pull over, turn on the inside lights, and just do it.
I mean, it depends on what kind of a connection you can sustain
Can you see me right now?
and whether you want to do it that